Welcome to the Brew Coachman Show, where we discuss how to live your best life. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to the Brew Coachman Show. As usual, I'm your hostess, B Moore, and with me this evening, as always, is my co-host,
Coachman.
How's your day today? Was it really stressful? Nigeria is hard, I know. Take things easy, okay? You're home now. Just chill out and relax. So, yesterday we talked about how to set your goals. We spoke about what goals are. We spoke about the importance of having goals, which help you to stay focused on your targets and which turn your target or your dreams into reality instead of just, wishes. So we spoke about having SMART goals. I'm sure you remember what SMART means. I'm not going to go into that again today. So anyways, as promised, today we are going to be talking about how to make the most of your time, how to manage your time. Today we're going to be talking about time management skills. So, Coach, based on what we spoke about yesterday, about your goals and all of that, how do you think we can manage time effectively to be able to achieve those goals?
Time is the greatest resource that any human being has. It's life's greatest gift. Time management is actually life management. And there's only one way, folks, that you manage time and life. From the spirit world. You will have
Coaching!
You will have to.
Everything
Goes back
points
to the source.
the inner man, the spirit
It goes
world.
back to the source. It goes back to who you are. It goes back to the value you get from the creator of your being. And then you know how to manage that together. So time management is something that flows out of the things that you have been destined to do. Because if you look at that aspect of your life, you now realize that there's a purpose and a season for everything in your life, like the good book says.
Yeah.
So time management is simply knowing what to do, when to do it, where to do it, and how to do it, but being guided by a particular energy, which is your spirit man. So like I've always said, now keep saying it again, the whole purpose of this show is to make you go back within yourself. You are a tripartite being. Man is a spirit. He has a soul and he lives in a body. So everything it does comes from where?
From the spirit.
Exactly. So it flows. Because think about it, Bimo. Think about it very deeply. Life is divided into moments, right? 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months,
1 year,
2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20, and it goes on and on till you leave. So how you use that second defines how the year or the decade or the score or your life will be. So if that second is not being guided from within, I don't know what you have. So time management is actually spiritual resources applying itself through you to grow the value that life has put you here for.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's say I agree with that, Coach, on like a general level. If we wanted to break it down, let's use this example. Say I want to learn a digital skill, a new digital skill. I want to learn to become maybe like a digital analyst in 6 months or in 1 year, right? Now, that is coming from my inner being because I know I am uncomfortable being where I am right now. I'm not making enough money. I want to make more money so I can be happy and so I can take care of the people around me so that they can be happy. So that is a need that is coming from my inner, that's coming from my inner man, from my spirit. Yeah. So that's the target now, right? I have set the goals. I said, okay, I'm going to do a course in data analysis, over this numbers, and the cost is this number of months. And then after that, I'm probably going to spend some more time studying about it. And then I'll look. So how do I now actively manage that time that I have set as a target? That, what was the thing? Okay, time bound, the T. I formulated the goal. It's a SMART goal right now. Yes, under the time bound aspect of it, I've given myself this time now. How do I, based on what you said just now, using this example, how do I now manage that time effectively?
Okay, remember what we said yesterday, and I'm going to go back to it again so we can build up from there. Man is a tripartite being: spirit, soul, and body. That means you have three visions in life, right? Your spirit goal, your soul goal, and your time goal.
Yeah.
Your spirit goal comes under your calling, what you were called to do, right? Your soul goal comes on with your career,
which is like this
the
example I gave you.
digital
Yes.
management and everything. And then your body goals comes with your personal hobbies, your likes, your dislikes, your interests, all those things you want to do with your body, right? Personal achievement, personal building, just bringing out the best of your physical features.
Yeah.
Now, let's look at what you just said now. It comes under the soul, right? Now, if we know it comes under the soul, you ask yourself, is this what I really want to do? I am a spirit. I already know that I'm here to give a particular value to the world. But how do I achieve that in 6 months' time? Is this what I really want to do? Because think about it. You've got 24 hours. That's a lot of time, isn't it?
Time that feels like it's
When you look at that time, you appropriate the time. Maybe you're doing the course online, for instance. You appropriate the time between the hours of 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Considering what the time lag is, you know this is the time I'm going to put for this. Why? It must resonate with what you want to do with your soul, your career, your calling. So if you're able to apportion that energy to that time, then you transfer it to the physical plane and you tell yourself, this is what I want to achieve within this timeline. I need to be doing this on a daily basis. And you program and format it in your soul, in your mind. Between 8 and 2, I need to clear every other thing I'm doing to focus on this data analysis. That way you have that extreme discipline you need. Nothing will come in between because it's something you've formatted, you've programmed, you've calibrated in your soul that this is the time I'm going to apportion to this. So it's time bound. 6 hours every day I'm going to spend on my laptop learning courses, maybe virtual, maybe remote, and learn all I can about this. So like I tell people, right, it's easier to know what you want, and it's easier to live a fuller life, and it's easier to be all you can be when you're coming from within. Because your calling is just what you do to make the world a better place. It could be your ministry, it could be your value system, it could be your quiet time. It's that aspect of you that nourishes your creative side. Then your soul is that aspect of you. Remember this. It's that aspect of you that brings out the finances of your life, that helps you fulfill all the other obligations. So give or take, you really have to understand that when you bring out energy and you bring out time, you're flowing towards that direction. It could be data analysis, it could be anything, social media management, whatever it is, but apportioning time for that act, that's what gives it that value as being managed by time.
So in essence, what you're saying is you are compelled to give time to prioritize what it is that you feel led to do, by your spirit,
Yes.
as it were. So it shouldn't be too difficult for you. It should come naturally.
It should flow. There should be a flow to it. This is what you want. This is what you like. This is the 24 hours you have. This is the time I've apportioned for it. It should just flow into it. Like the clock ticks, tick-tock, 1 minute, 2 minutes. You should be able to say, in those 24 hours, what time am I bringing up for soul? What time am I bringing up for body? What time am I bringing up for spirit? That's why you have the 24 hours. One is rejuvenation, the other one is activity. So what time of the activity would you spend on that data analysis to bring out the very best of you, applying yourself to that course? That's what I'm saying.
So basically, as in you tend to prioritize, your time.
Yes.
You give priority to what you consider important, and given the fact that what you have chosen at this point rather, is coming from your inside, is coming from your need, is coming from your spirit.
Exactly.
You automatically prioritize the time,
You engage that time. Yes, you engage it.
Actively.
You put the time to work. It's a deliberate and intentional choice. Every day from Monday to Friday, between the hours of 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., this is what I'm going to be doing as my career choice. I'm going to be studying data analysis for 6 hours, and whatever comes in between will not allow you to distract that main priority.
That takes a lot of discipline, Coach.
It does take a lot of discipline.
It does take a lot for the majority of people out there, the regular everyday person on the street. A lot of people lack that level of discipline. So how do we help them? How do we help them get the discipline to be able to do this and to be able to follow it through?
We preach a different gospel here at Brook Coachman LLP. What we tell the world is that Personal development is the only and surest path to national transformation. You cannot want to develop yourself and remain ordinary. It's not a futile activity. It's the effort and the energy and the sacrifices you make that rise you up to the level you want to be. So I would say to anybody that wants to improve themselves, you've got to make that sacrifice. That's the first thing. You have to give to get. No pain,
No gain.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's what I think, guys. When you want to delve into pursuing your goals, and like we mentioned from yesterday, and what coach is saying also as a reminder from yesterday, it has to be something that really matters enough to you to actually want to make the effort and sacrifice.
Yeah.
I think one of the first things that you have to do is to study yourself, your habits, your daily habits, track time, like what you do on a daily. It's difficult to do that sometimes if you are not focused, if you are not deliberate about it, because even if you are the person who goes to like a workplace and all of that, you tell yourself that you are working and all that, you might, if you actually start tracking yourself, as in tracking your time, you might find out that you're not spending quite as much time on work as you thought you were. So I think one of the first things for you to do is to take time, a day or two, study yourself, track your time, see how you spend your time, unconsciously.
By default.
Yes. And then when you have that in place, you now have to like reprogram yourself to a new, more deliberate time spending day now, as in, so you're deliberate about your time now.
You stop spending your time, start investing
in your time. Exactly. You start investing your time instead of just
spending it,
letting it. And then we want to get more practical, really. There are actually some techniques that you could employ to help you manage your time better, as in you prioritize your tasks, you put them in different categories. In researching this, I came up with, I saw some time management techniques. One of them is the Eisenhower matrix. The Eisenhower matrix says that you put your task, you prioritize your tasks for the day in different quadrants. You have the urgent and important, those are tasks that require immediate attention, and are very significant. They have significant consequences if they are not completed. And then you have those that are important but not urgent. Those ones are important for your long-term success, but they do not require immediate action. So maybe you can post those ones a little bit, and then you have 103, which is urgent but not important. So those are the tasks that they demand prompt attention, but they don't really significantly contribute to your long-term goals, really. And then you have the quadrant 4, which is urgent but not important. So these are tasks that offer very little value to you, and you can actually eliminate them or minimize them. And then you also have like the other, what was it called again? Pomodoro, I think, rule. That's the 80-20 rule.
What do you call it?
I think it's the Pareto principle.
Pareto, okay.
That's the 80-20 rule, which basically says that 20% of your effort brings 80% of your results. And I remember when I was in banking, in marketing too, this was also something that was told to us over and over again, then too. You don't spend so much time pursuing, we had like retail accounts then, which were quite a large number, but they had very little money in them. These are people who keep the 5,000, 10,000 and all of that. And then you had your large accounts, which were probably maybe like just like about 10 or something. And those are the ones that, give you like really more money. So that 10 or 20 accounts are basically like about 80% of your. So you are encouraged to give those ones more attention, than to the thousands of accounts that you have that have 1,000, 2,000. If they sum up all those thousands of accounts, it's probably less than what those your 10 or 20 big accounts combined together have in them. But you need the numbers also. So basically, you have to find those tasks that you can maximize, that you can put in the most effort. That you can put in. Okay, no, you find those little tasks that you can put in the most effort to get to the most results. So basically you're not running after everything. You just, okay, this one, you enter here, you focus on this one, you focus on that one, and it gives you maximum success. And then you have to learn how to block off distractions.
Absolutely. That's number one.
Distractions.
Easy comes in there.
Distractions. We live in a world that's very distracting.
Especially
right now. Yeah, so you have distractions coming in from everywhere. We spend our lives on our phone. We can't do without our phones, and the phone is very distracting. So it's really difficult for you to be able to take your phone and put it aside and say you want to focus on something. But how bad do you want it?
How hungry are you for it?
How hungry are you for what it is, for your goal? You know, so you have to learn how to be disciplined in certain things. It's difficult, guys. I'm not even going to lie about that. It is difficult. But
if you really want it,
if you really want it, you have to apply yourself to it, and you know, to be able to do that.
But that song we learned when we were in high school. You can make it if you really want.
Ooh, I thought that was from a movie.
Well, you must try and try.
Coach is old school. And then you have another one. It's called the Pomodoro technique, you know, which is that, you know, basically you can do, for example, maybe like 25 minutes of work and then 5 minutes of rest. So that way you don't feel swamped. You know, it's like work hard and then take some time to play a bit, you know. So you can actually give yourself, as in the time frame you want, okay, you want to do maybe like 30 minutes of work, or you want to do like 20 minutes of work and then take like a 5-minute break. So you're resting in between. So that way, you know, you can give your brain time to rest and then rejuvenate and relax before you dive right back into it. So guys, you know, what the advice is to take time, explore, do some reading, do some research on your own. And like Coach said also,
find out what works for you.
Yeah, find out what works best for you. And let's go after those goals, you know. Let's start getting those results that we want.
Absolutely.
You know, this is 25.
That's Benjamin start rolling in.
Yes, it's all about the Benjis. Not entirely all about the Benjis, but you know what I'm saying, man. So let's go there. Let's go for those goals, guys. Let's get pumped and get right into it and get those results. You know, and as always, we'd love to hear back from you, you know, on how this techniques worked for you, on what goals that you plan on going after, what targets you plan to set for yourself.
Where can we come in?
Exactly, where we can come in also. We would love to get feedback from you. We're looking forward to that feedback. So thank you as always for spending time with us tonight, guys. It's always lovely to have you guys here with us. We look forward to seeing you on our next episode. But until then, have a wonderful night ahead. From me, I'm saying good night. Be more. He's saying good night. Sleep tight, Coach. Good night, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching the Brew Coachman Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join us next time for another exciting episode.